Hi, this is Debbie with the Food Prepping Channel, and today I'm going to fix a vegetable soup, a turkey vegetable soup, and I'm going to put stuff in it that I've never even put in a soup before because I'm feeling different and I'm feeling like I need to use some of these vegetables that I have, and so I'm just going to see what it tastes like. The first thing that I've got in here, and I hope you can see this, is I've got some sausage in the bottom of it. It was like a half a pound of hot sausage, and this is just the, like you get a pound of mild sausage or a pound of hot sausage. Well, this was a half a pound of mild and a half a pound of hot, and I fixed me a little bit this morning for breakfast, and then the rest of it I put in this pan. Now I have a medium onion, and I see a piece on this one I need to cut off. I have a medium onion and I have a small onion here that I've cut up into pieces. I think you should be able to see this. And I'm going to put that in this pot. This is my big soup pot. And then I have a can of organic, or something, let's see, Simple Truth organic diced tomatoes, no salt added. And I'm putting those, add 2 cans of these. And of course I'll rinse these out with excuse me, with water. But I have 2 cans of those. And I don't have any tomato juice. I usually use tomato juice in my vegetable soup, but this is turkey vegetable soup. And then I have a can of, I can't ever, tuta rasa or whatever, crushed tomatoes, chunky style with basil. And that's going in here. And like I said, I'll add water into all of these cans. And then I have a bag of, this is great value. It's a 1 pound bag. Gosh, I've got, have to keep clearing my throat this morning. Oh, by the way, it's been, it'll be 3 weeks Tuesday. Today's Sunday. It'll be 3 weeks Tuesday since I've smoked a cigarette. So I'm really, really proud of myself. And I mean, I have not smoked one, not a puff, not nothing of a cigarette at all. And in 2 more days, it'll be 3 weeks. Alright, so I've got a 1 pound bag of peas and carrots. And I'm putting those in here. And then I have this was a pound of black beans that I fixed yesterday. And I'm going to use about half of these in this pot. They're already cooked. The rest of them I'm going to put in like in my tossed salads. Alright, and then this is where it gets different. I've never used anything like this in soup before. So, we're going to see how this tastes. I've got a lot more stuff, but I'm just cleaning up the table now to get to stuff. I've got a bag of broccoli stir fry. So I'm putting that in here too. I've never used broccoli or cauliflower. And I'm using a bag of broccoli stir fry and a bag of cauliflower and broccoli. And then I'm going to put some other stuff in it too, but I've got to get all this stuff off of the table, and I've got celery to cut up, and the turkey, and these cans to put water in them. I'm here by myself today, and oh, by the way, Kathy isn't working for me any longer. Julie came back to work for me, and she's not here today. So, I'll miss Kathy, but Julie's back, and hopefully she's going to be around for a while. She gets her associate's degree. I don't know whether I've told y'all. I'm sure that a lot of you have seen the video that I did of Julie trying out for American Idol, which she didn't make it, and now she's too old. You have to be 28 or below to try out for American Idol, and now she is 29, so now she's in school. She'll graduate this spring with her associate's degree to be a music teacher, and she's got to go to another college now to finish to get her bachelor's to become a music teacher. And Julie is going to make an awesome music teacher, but I do hope that she'll go on and try out for The Voice, or she'll go on and try out for some of the other programs that they have, because she does have an awesome voice. And Julie's quit smoking with me, so her voice is going to be even better now. And so, anyway, let me get to this stuff, and you see what I've put in it so far. Now I've got to get all the other stuff together, so that means running all over my house, and I'm kind of weak at doing that stuff. So I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Now what I've done is I'm just doing this in segments, because it's taken me so long to go into my other rooms, and with this oxygen, and my oxygen keeps coming unplugged, and it's driving me crazy. So I'm just doing this slow and putting it all together in segments. Alright, so I have like, this is, I guess you can see this, yeah. This is like 4 small stalks of celery that I've cut up, and that's going in here. And then here is my turkey. It's a bowl of turkey that I've cut up, and that's going in here. Then I have a can of Swanson beef broth, 50% less sodium. Yeah, you can see that. That's going in here, just to give it some extra flavor. And then I have a can of, because I don't have any tomato juice, I feel like it's not going to have enough tomatoey taste to it. So I've got a can of Great Value reduced sodium tomato soup. I'm going to put that in here. And then I've got some water in this, and I'm just going to mix some water in here and make sure all this, and spill it all on my table, and me and everything else. Pour that in there. Alright. Alright, and then I have another can of, this is just Campbell's tomato soup. And I'm going to pour some water in it, mix it up, try to get all the soup out of it. This pot is definitely going to be heavy for me to carry over to the stove, but that's the way it goes. Alright, and then I've got just some water in this crushed tomatoes can, and I've got the 2 cans of diced tomatoes. I've got half a can of water in there, in each of these. Now I hope you can see, it's got soup, the soup in it now is up to about right here, and I've still got other things that have got to go into it. And when I get this over on the stove, and I'll try to stand up and show you what it looks like inside it. But I've got all that I can get in it right now, so I've got to go back and get some more stuff. I've got some green beans that I've got to wash out 2 cans of green beans that I've got to wash out real good. And and these are low sodium green beans, cut green beans. And then I've got 2 cans of low sodium corn that I'm going to put in here. And then I have 2 cans of whole new potatoes. And I'm going to cut those up. And I'm just going to put those in. I'm going to wash them off really good so there's no sodium in them. And that's only potatoes. And usually I would put 5-pound bag of potatoes in vegetable soup. But I'm not going to today because of the carbs. And I don't, want this to be full of carbs. This really, right now, this is a low carb soup. Once I put the corn in there, corn is, it's a vegetable. It does have more carbs than other vegetables. It is a starchy vegetable, so it does have more carbs, and the potatoes do too. But all the other ones, the green beans, the broccoli, the cauliflower, all the other things, the onions, the celery, all these are like what I consider good carbs. You can eat these carbs. And the turkey, of course, has no carbs. And the beef broth is low sodium. So pretty much everything that I'm putting in here is low sodium. So this is definitely going to be a healthy, low carb soup. And I'll bring you back when I get all the rest of it done. Okay, I'm back. And hopefully this is going to be the end of it. I have 2 cans of no salt added sweet corn. I've rinsed this really good. This is going in here. I personally like corn in my vegetable soup. And I've got 2 cans of it. They've both been rinsed very well. I've got 2 cans of cut green beans that have been rinsed very well. Thank goodness on this stuff because I'm definitely running out of room. Alright, and then I have 2 cans of, these are whole new potatoes, but I have washed these really good. And like the bigger ones like this, I'm going to cut them in half. And these are going in here. Thank goodness I had all of this stuff in my preps. Because this would be a... This is an expensive thing to fix, but you can use any vegetables, I guess, that you have. I'm just using, like I said, I wanted something different, and I don't think I may have made turkey vegetable soup, I don't know. Gosh, look at this potato. That's a big potato to have in a can. Alright, so all of these are, well, there's one. All these are cut in half, and I think that there's going to be I may have to put a little bit more. I may put chicken broth in there. But I'm going to put some spices in now, and I'm just kind of guessing on the spices because I don't know. I know what I like, so I'm just guessing in them. Let me make sure you can see that. Okay. I've got a teaspoon. I use a teaspoon a lot in a lot of stuff. I'm going to use a teaspoon of granulated garlic in here. Alright, I'm going to use a teaspoon of onion powder. Alright, I have some rosemary. And I'm going to use... I ended up kind of liking rosemary. So I'm going to use a teaspoon of that. I've got some chicken bouillon, and I'm going to use a teaspoon of that. And I'm not sure whether to put cumin in here or not, but I'm going to put like a half a teaspoon of cumin in here. I can't find my thyme, and I just don't have the time to search for it. Alright, and then I'm going to put a teaspoon of oregano. I'm going to put 2 bay leaves. One, I'm going to get big ones. 2, there's a second bay leaf. Alright, and then I have parsley flakes. And I'm going to put like 2 teaspoons of parsley flakes in here. These are dry parsley flakes. So, and now I come to my salt and my pepper. Remember, I've washed off everything that could have had salt in it. So there's no salt in here whatsoever. And I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of salt in here. And then I'm going to, and this is kosher salt. And then I'm going to go on and put 2 in this big pot. This is a 16-quart pot. And I think it's going to need more salt than 1 teaspoon. So I've got 2 teaspoons of salt in there. And then in my coarse ground pepper, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of that. Alright, now let me see if I can get this over here and get this stirred up so that, oh gosh, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to lift this to put it on the stove. This pot is absolutely full of vegetables. Some of them are still frozen. This looks good. Let me take the camera up and show you. Oh, look at it. Oh, doesn't it look so good? Alright, I'm going to put this on my stove. I'm going to bring it up to boil. Remember, everything in here is cooked. I mean, there's frozen vegetables in here, but the frozen vegetables don't take very long to cook. But I still want this to all come together, meld together, and all the spices. So I'm going to let this cook on simmer for about an hour. But I've got to bring it up to a boil and then cut it down to a really low simmer. So I'll bring you back when I get to that point. Okay, I wanted you to see the soup and what I'm going to be doing. I've got a small little head of cabbage. Somebody told me if you put cabbage in soup that it's really good. So I've got a small little head of cabbage that I cut up. I wish y'all could smell this. My house smells so good. So good. And so I've got, there's the soup, and I've got a bag of organic kale greens, and I'm going to pour some of that in there too. I'm just trying to get a lot of vitamins and minerals in this soup because from what they've told me or whatever, I really need to get some minerals in me, the magnesium and stuff like that. So, and I've got this all the way down on the lowest low, and I've got it on my regular stove because this pot is so big, plus it's an aluminum pot, and I can't use it on my new wave. And it's already been on here for, a good hour. But I forgot, I said that it wouldn't take but about an hour to cook, but I'd forgot that it had celery and onions, raw celery and onions and all in there too. So, but the smell of this is just amazing. But I'm going to let this continue cooking, and later on I'll bring you back and let you know what it tastes like. Okay, I'm back, and here's the finished soup. I'm so excited. This has literally smelled my house up today with awesome, awesome smells. I cannot wait to taste this. It has a little bit of everything in it. Well, you all have seen what's gone into this. It's very hot. I thought it didn't cool down some by now. Oh gosh, it's hot. Oh, let me take just another bite. That one was... Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, this, with everything that, I have never put this stuff in soup before, never. I have never put cauliflower, or kale, or cabbage, or broccoli in my soup, never. And this has got, oh my gosh, it is so good. You've got to, when you've got all the extra vegetables and all your, you've got to fix this. I've never tried anything like this before. And the turkey, oh gosh, it's really good. And this is a healthy. It's definitely got a lot of good vegetables in it. The kale, the cabbage, the broccoli, the cauliflower. Okay, I hope you like this recipe, and I hope you give it a try, because it has such a good taste. Such a good taste. So, give this a try. If you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. And you have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye.